Our next guest's life is an open book, literally. She's the author of the best-selling memoir, Riding the Bus with My Sister, which recalls the time she spent with her mentally challenged sister, Beth, riding buses in a Pennsylvania city. Now she's out with a new book that gives the intimate details of her relationship with her husband and the ups and downs they encountered in the relationship renovating their home. It's called Building a Home with My Husband, a journey through the renovation of love. Please welcome Rachel Simon.
Hi.
Now Rachel, I want to be real clear here. This is not a book about you with a hammer building a house.
That is correct.
That's part of it.
Yes, and but there is a lot of building because my husband was actually the architect on the job. He's a professional architect, and he worked with a contractor, and I was kind of the clueless client going through the whole experience.
And you're a best-selling author. We love that. But
Thank
not
you.
only that, you're a local. You're a Delaware lady, right?
I am.
Right.
Yes.
We love that. And the house that in the book, we're not going to give the address up because she lives there.
I do.
Is in Delaware. Is
Yes.
in Wilmington.
Yes,
so
it is.
You're very local. Tell us about how the construction of the house ties in with the
Renovation
of
love.
the love in the relationship.
Yes, well, my husband and I had a very ridiculous and long path to marriage. 19 years, the longest courtship in the history of romance. We were together 13 years, broke up for 6, got married, and I moved into this house. And it was all very quick. And there I was living in this house that I disliked. And my husband said, well, we should renovate it and stay, as we had renovated our relationship. So I finally agreed. And as we went through the process, I started to really understand what I had done to repair our relationship.
What is tougher, repairing a toilet main or repairing love?
Repairing love. Repairing love. There are a lot of tools to repairing love that people don't generally talk about, and they apply not only to spouse relationships but friendships, parent relationships, sibling relationships, and I would say the 3 top ones are respect for a person's differences, not wanting them to be the same as you, feeling forgiveness for them when they have done something that you feel is unforgivable, but forcing yourself to open your heart to them, and then also accepting them on their own terms. And that's a really hard thing to do because we really want people to be who we want them to be instead of accepting them for who they are.
And when you're talking about in the context of building a house, how does that, you know, I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together because I
Right.
haven't read the book just yet. How do you put 2 and 2 together? How do you connect building a deck to, you know, the love connection?
Yes, well, actually, everybody in the building industry knows that really going through the construction of a house is like going through life, and they see it in metaphoric terms. And we use these expressions all the time when we talk about putting walls up between people, and we're wired differently. So as we were going through the process of the house, and it was a major renovation, my husband was explaining things to me. Construction happens in a series of processes, and each one led me into a different emotional understanding of relationships.
There's the house. I think I know the neighborhood where it is.
I'm not going to tell you.
I don't think you should on television because everybody show up just to hang out with you and your husband and ask for free advice on how to rebuild the house. You still live in the house.
Yes.
Do you love the house, especially now that you've made the house a star?
Well, that's
when they
very
make it a movie, you need to shoot it at the house in Wilmington. I could be an extra.
so.
It would be fabulous.
I guess so. I would love to have you in as an extra. We're actually also in, it's not just a great house, it's a great neighborhood. They say that the key things you need are location, location, location. They lie. It's location, location, community. And we happen to live in a fabulous community of really warm-hearted people who are creative like we are. And so it just really fits for us to be there.
More important than the house, the relationship, the love is
Yes.
still strong.
The love is even stronger. When you go
It's
through...
a lot of pressure you put on yourself that you write a book about how great the love is,
That's
and there's a
right.
picture of you and your husband. There's a lot of pressure now because the love better stay there. You're going to be building another house in another book.
I know. I actually wondered about
The
that.
sequel.
Well, my last book was about my relationship with my sister, and that was made into a movie. And that was talk about pressure. You better keep working it out with your sister. But it actually helped us come closer. So did the renovation with my husband, and I think this book will facilitate that even further.
RachelSimon.com is where we can find more about you and
That's
your
right.
books, of course. And if you want to meet Rachel and have the luxury of meeting you,
do.
please come out and get your books signed. There's a couple of them to tell you about. One in Princeton, New Jersey at the Barnes & Noble, 3535 Route 1 in Princeton, New Jersey. And on Monday, June 15th. And then in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at the Borders on Wynwood Avenue.
No, it's in Wynwood.
That's what I said, Wynwood.
It's not in Philadelphia.
Oh, no, it's in Wynwood, right? Yeah, okay,
yes.
yeah.
On Wynwood Avenue. And it's the Borders.
There you go. There you go. And I see Wilmington, Delaware. You're going to be at your hometown Barnes & Noble.
That's right.
Right next to the Concord Mall.
I will be there on June
well.
16th.
June
Oh, do
16th.
you? Okay.
I'm going to have to come out.
All right. Well, I would love
out.
to see you there.
The cocktails at your house.
It'll be great. It'll be great.
I love it. And you tell us about building houses and love. Thank you so much, Rachel Simon. The Ken Show continues. Stick around.
Thank you.
This wonderful person.
Next on The 10 Show.